こちら、今日から一緒に働くことになったピノちゃんで。ピノちゃん、こちらは先輩のラウルくん。
どうして俺が魔王の？
業務命令です。
もしかしてマジックビジョン見るの初めてとか言うなよ。いいからさっさと掃除。
まるで女の子じゃないか。魔界ではこういう髪型が流行ってんのか。魔王の子供を教育とか。
どうしただ？
はいはい、ほっといてくれないかラムちゃん。
ラムディミアドアクセイメモール。
お前の根本的問題が分かった。お客様に失礼だろ。相手への敬意を込めた大人の話し方だな。笑顔でな。
任せろ。
まるで
よくぞ我がレジまでたどり着いたな、お客様め。
ストップストップ。
Hey everyone, it's been a while. It's Dalt again, and I'm hosting today's video. We're gonna see some anime where enemies become lovers, so let's dive into the video without wasting any more time. Starting off with number 10, Code Realize. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2017 with 12 episodes. Its genres are military, harem, historical, romance, and fantasy. Within Cardia Beckford's hazy memories, she can recall her father Isaac and the home where she lives alone, feared as a monster by the townsfolk, for in her body she carries a deadly substance. Embedded in her chest by her father, the eternally beating heart, also known as Horologium, has the capability to produce infinite power. However, it also makes her skin destroy anything it touches. Many in London seek the Horologium, including the terrorist organization Twilight, with whom Isaac is rumored to have close ties. To obtain the Horologium's power, the British military forces Cardia to leave her home as their prisoner. But on the road, she is whisked away by the gentleman thief Arsène Lupin, who says he will steal her heart. Joining Lupin and his companions, Cardia begins a journey to discover the truth behind Isaac's connection with Twilight, her missing memories, and the Horologium within her. Number 9. Taboo Tattoo. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on July 2016 with 12 episodes. Its genres are action, mystery, superpowers, supernatural, and martial arts. Saiji, a martial arts trained middle schooler, often feels driven to protect weaker people around him. One day he defends a homeless man against some punks, and the man gives him a strange tattoo on his palm in return. The tattoo is a secret weapon produced in the arms race between America and the Serenistan Kingdom. Saiji finds himself in over his head when a powerful girl, using the same secret weapon, violently pursues him in order to retrieve it. His skill at martial arts may not be enough to keep him alive, but will he be able to learn how to trigger the power of his tattoo in time? Number 8. Shakugan no Shana. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2005 with 72 episodes. Its genres are action, drama, fantasy, romance, school, and supernatural. Sakai Yuji thought he was a normal high school student, until one fateful day when time stopped. Watching in horror, he witnesses a monster devouring the frozen people around him. But luckily for Yuji, he is saved by a sword-wielding red-headed girl that calls herself a Flame Haze. The girl informs him that he has been dead for some time now, and that his current self is merely a replacement for the human that he used to be while alive. He is, she says, merely a torch whose life will come to an end when a blue flame in his chest ceases to burn. After this rude awakening, Yuji realizes that he is able to see the flames of life in other torches. And after discovering that, a friend of his is also a torch. Number 7. Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2020 with 12 episodes. Its genres are action, military, romance, and fantasy. A force known as astral power permeates throughout the world, wielded by astral mages. Fearing its destructive power, the Empire persecutes those who show their abilities. The tormented mages then founded the Nebulous Sovereignty to flee from their oppressors. Since then, the two nations have been in bitter conflict. The war is still going strong for more than a century. After committing the great crime of freeing an imprisoned witch, the talented knight Iska is sentenced to prison. A year later, the Empire leadership suddenly decides to set him free, with the condition that he hunts down a fearsome mage known as the Ice Calamity Witch. Hoping to end the war, Iska agrees. As Iska and Alice both yearn for a crusade that will turn the world into one without struggle, woe, or pain, the strings of fate tie them even closer together, creating a bond that goes beyond something fabricated by mere coincidence. Number 6. Beyond the Boundary. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2013 with 12 episodes. Its genres are slice of life, supernatural, and fantasy. Mirai Kuriyama is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors, with the power to employ their blood as weapons. As such, Mirai is tasked with hunting down and killing Yomu, creatures said to be the manifestation of negative human emotions. One day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito Konbara, a rare half-breed of Yomu in human form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him only to realize that he's an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito, in an effort to boost her own wavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses two other powerful spirit world warriors, Hirumi and Mitsuki Nase. As the group's bond strengthens, however, so does the tenacity of the Yumu around them. Number 5. Yusibu. This anime has only been subbed. Premiered on October 2013 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy, romance, ecchi, and fantasy. Rao Chaser wants to be the hero famed for defeating the Demon Lord. At least, that used to be his dream, until another warrior beat him to the punch. With peace now restored and all heroes out of commission, Rao reluctantly gets a job at Leon, a small store that sells magical commodities. Compared to slaying demons, Rao's new life of greeting customers and working the register is uneventful at best. That is until Fino Bloodstone, the Demon Lord's busty daughter, is suddenly hired at the stop. Rao now faces challenges more difficult than vanquishing her father, teaching the clumsy and ill-mannered Fino how to become a respectable employee, while simultaneously fending off tentacle monsters and putting up with pervy regulars' skirt-flipping antics. Number 4. Eden of the East. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on April 2009 with 11 episodes. Its genres are action, sci-fi, mystery, drama, romance, and thriller. In the year 2010, on a day called Careless Monday, 10 missiles hit the cities of Japan. Miraculously, there were no casualties, and the event quickly faded from public memory. Sometime later, Saki Morimi decides to visit Washington, D.C. on her graduation trip to America. But that day begins a series of bizarre events. After getting into trouble with the police, she's rescued by a young man who is completely naked, save for a gun in one hand and an even stranger item in the other. A phone credited with 8 billion electric yen, and a female voice on the other end called Yuis, who will fulfill his every wish. Having no recollection of his past, and calling himself Akira Takizawa, the young man accompanies Saki back to Japan in the hopes of discovering who he is. Number 3. The Story of Sayun Koku. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on April 2006 with 78 episodes. Its genres are adventure, comedy, drama, fantasy, historical, and romance. Shuri Ko, the daughter of a noble yet impoverished family, is a clever young lady who dreams of becoming a government official and contributing towards her country. However, her dream is out of her reach, as such a position is forbidden to women. While her father works a low-wage job as an archivist at the palace, Shirai has to juggle odd jobs to make ends meet. Then, one day, an unexpected visit changes her life. Shirai is called to assist Ryuki Shi, the new emperor who is known for slacking on his duties and preferring the company of men. Tempted by the generous compensation, she readily accepts the chance to become the young emperor's consort for 6 months. Luckily, she is not alone, as Siren Shi, her trusty friend, joins her as Ryuki's bodyguard. While tasked with transforming the new emperor into a responsible ruler, court life and politics prove troublesome as Shirai faces the challenges of her new life. Number 2. Psychic Princess. This anime has only been subbed. Premiered on November 2018 with 18 episodes. Its genres are comedy, historical, drama, and romance. When Kyung Yung-shang's marriage to Yi Yong-ming is arranged by the emperor, she is terrified that the bad blood between their families will lead to her being treated miserably in the Yi household. Torn between duty and concern for his daughter, Kyun Ao-shun devises a reckless plan. He summons his firstborn daughter, her existence unknown to all but his own family. Due to her unusual powers, Kyun Yun-chi was exiled by her family when she was a child. Deprived of filial affection, she made a life of her own amid the wilderness on Mount Lingyong. However, everything begins to change when she marries Yi Yong-ming in her sister's stead. Harboring immense contempt for the family of Kyung, Yi Yong-ming refuses to acknowledge Kyung Yong-shi as his wife and treats her coldly, going so far as to banish her from his palace grounds. But he can only resist her childlike charm and boldness for so long. And finally, number 1. Katana Gatari. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on January 2010 with 12 episodes. Its genres are action, adventure, historical, martial arts, and romance. In the wake of a rebellion that shook Japan 20 years prior, Togame Hida, general director and strategist for the army, seeks to obtain the 12 deviant blades created by the master swordsmith Shikizaki Kiki to help add stability and security to the Bokufu government. To aid in this endeavor, she looks to enlist the help of Yasuri Mitsune, head of the Kyoto U School and hero of the rebellion. But when she arrives on the island where he lives in exile, she finds him dead, succeeded by his skilled yet slightly daft son, Shichika. Undeterred, the two set off from the island in search of the swords, armed only with Togame's sharp strategic mind and Shichika's powerful swordless Kyoto Ryu. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Bye bye now.